I'm Damien.
I'm Evan.
We're part of a band called Gaelic Brew.
Gaelic Brew at the moment is currently it's a 4-piece. It should be remaining a 4-piece. We were originally, Damien and I were a 2-piece band and called No Frontiers. And the natural progression, we brought in somebody else. They played the mandolin and the banjo up until about maybe 6 to 8 months ago, where the little baby of the group, Scott, he joined and he's the little drummer boy now. I played the bass guitar for Gaelic Brew and vocals. And missing today is Frank Maguire, who alternates between the mandolin and the banjo. We're a rocked version of a lot of the traditional ballad tunes. Damien is now playing lead guitar as well. So it's, as I said, it's just a modern version of traditional pop songs that people sing along to.
Irish ballads and trad with a rock sensibility. That's how we're describing it now these days. Or trying to.
Love springs a girl on the streets at night. It's a dirty old town. It's a dirty old town. We're going to make what? A picture of life.
When I was growing up, I suppose every different type of music, being honest with you, I went through a phase of heavy metal when I was 12 to about 14, and then you had rave music after that. But at the moment now, it's Shane MacGowan and the Pogues. He's an absolute lyrical genius. First song I learned to play on the guitar was by Mike Scott and the Waterboys. A song called Fisherman's Blues, and I know that they're actually back from touring again. So once again, I'm showing my age. But the likes of Shane MacGowan now would be ideal now for holding up there as one of the best songwriters and lyrical, as I said, lyrical genius.
Yeah, definitely in the same boat there. Shane MacGowan, big influence. And the likes of kind of what we do, I suppose. You'd have to bring in certain names like Ronnie Drew, Christy Moore, the Dubliners, the Furies, all those guys. I mean, they were the ones that started off what we're doing. We're just trying to bring it up to date maybe make it put a bit more modern rock into it, make it a bit more fun, We play all over the country, from Cork, Waterford, Tip, Clare, everywhere you can find us. We're also doing a few tours in the UK as well, in London. What gigs stand out?
Up in County Clare would be well renowned for its musicians, and I suppose they'd be a lot more trad music as opposed to kind of the balladeers really, But every year they have a week dedicated to Willie Clancy, so they hold workshops for traditional players. But we were invited up there to play the last night, the closing night of that, and that was
It was something different, yeah.
Thank God, I hope he won't be able to do cloud bubbles coming out and you see what's in my head, which was then, it was one of the better gigs. There was, I suppose, about 300, 350 people inside the one bar, and it was a very good stage set up and everything, so it was a good crowd and a great night, so that probably would be one of the first. Northern Ireland was also very good. We went up to Fermanagh and played a couple of gigs up there, and they were quite good as well,
Mad.
Yeah.
Just to describe in one word, mad.
Yeah. So.
Well, here's a song about an alcoholic that died and came back to life. Me last night.
Weirdest thing that has happened at a gig. Well, I tell you, my life was pretty straightforward and normal until I met this guy here. And everything just changed rapidly after that.
Yeah, we've come across a couple of kind of, I suppose, unusual things. Like, funny stuff happens at the gigs, break a string and somebody would pass the smack comment, like, you know, maybe something like, you know, he's always known for shouting something into the microphone, you know, something like, you know, oh my God, he's after breaking his G-string. Was anybody got a spare G-string because he's after breaking his foot? Yeah, I remember one particular night we found a body on the road. Another night we were coming home and...
Hang on, I think you got to go back now because you can't just leave it at that. It was a guy passed out from drinking. He was not dead. Let's just leave
no,
it
but
at
we
that.
we didn't know it at the time, and your brakes in your car didn't help. No, we did. They would come across it, and I remember that particular night, Damien, he just kept getting annoyed with the fact that every time he would go with me to a gig, there's something unusual would happen. So he actually lost it that night.
I think that was the pinnacle of it.
That's how he started roaring at me. He's like, "Oh, my life was boring until I met you. Look what's happened," you know.
Well, I suppose in 5 years' time, we'd hope that we'd be touring a lot more around Europe and hopefully the US, playing all those venues, those good venues, and see ourselves in the charts. Hopefully, we're starting to do a couple of original songs and recording. There's some of them on our new album now as well, which is called Away From Home. So hopefully in a few years' time we'll be on a bigger scale, a grander scale, all going well.
I just hope my liver holds out, me personally, that's his ambition.
That was a really lovely song that was recorded by Phil Fury. It's a lovely slow air on the tin whistle. It's called the Lonesome Boatman, although it's not so slow anymore.
The new album is due to be released by the 10th of March, so we hope to have it by in a couple of days' time. We're bringing it over, as Damien said, to our next UK tour, which is from the 14th of March through to the 18th of March. So we'd hope to have a launch over there and then have a launch over here. So that's the new album, as Damien said, Away From Home. Damien is Mr. Multimedia, so he'll be able to tell you the addresses of...
Yeah, we keep everything updated on GaelicBrew.com, and we're also on Facebook like everybody else. It's facebook.com/Gaelic Brew page, and hopefully a few YouTube videos now as well to come in the near future, so keep an eye out for all those, you know.